Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda, and I'm back with another Transformers video review. This time I have Titans Returns Deluxe Class Perceptor. And once again you can see that I have a picture of the packaging instead of the actual packaging. And this is because, not like the other figures where I purchased a open lot, this is actually borrowed from a friend. So he already opened the package and took the figure out. He let me borrow some figures that hadn't been opened, but he had already opened this one. So he's gracious enough to let me borrow some figures because I was kind of having some issues with money at the time. And he's like, here, just take some figures, review them, and bring them back to me whenever you're done. So here's actually what the figure looks like. Let's go ahead and bring him a little bit closer. So here's Perceptor, and he does look nice. He looks really, really nice. And there's a lot of really neat features on him. He's very G1, very going down the line of G1. Instead of like the Generations figures that we got, he stays true to being a microscope instead of being like a research vehicle. So we have that, and the microscope is crazy. So he does come with his sniper rifle via the cartoon, or the comics, which he uses a sniper rifle. The magnifying glass, like if you look at it and you twist the dial up here, it actually zooms in and out. And it actually works. Like you can legitimately look through that thing, and you can see stuff on the other side. You can't really see anything here because I don't have anything. Let's see here. Okay. So we'll just pretend we didn't do that. Here, focus in. Focus in. Alright, so let's see if we can get this to work. Come on. Gotta line everything up. See that? Wow, that's pretty cool. See, it actually works. It actually magnifies. So. And here, let's see. So we were using that. Let's see if we can see his actual head. Because see, this is what the figure actually looks like. They used a lot of black with the red legs. So I'll bring this in. I can see something, but it's kind of hard to focus it in. Like I'm not getting it exactly right in here somewhere. I'm not. That's my finger. Come on. I think that's it there, but it's not. There we go. It's hard to, because everything, the optics make everything reversed. So it's hard to, because he looks upside down, but I actually have him right side up. It's hard to see it, but especially through the camera. But that's what he looks like. That's where I was holding him at. So, oh well. enough playing with him. He has a wheel on his butt. I never noticed that before. It's a clear wheel. Alright, so go ahead and transform into microscope mode. First thing you want to do, this is the scariest part, I think, and it's actually taking and pushing this over. You kind of have to work it a little slow the first time because it gets a little stuck and it's really weird. But we have that. So first of all, what we want to do is it will extend this up. So this all pushes up. We want to flip under the fist, or flip up the fist. And this will all kind of tuck in. Let's see if I can get this to go. Oh no. It goes down. So this goes down like this. You're going to have to fiddle around with it until you get it in there. Once it gets stuck on the sides, so you just kind of have to mess around with it until it goes. And then once you have that, then you just want to take the legs, bend them up like this, bring them out to the side, then bend them forward. Bring down the heels, do the same thing with this side, bend them like that. And then there are tabs right here on the knee, and that tabs into the top of the shoulder. See the hole right there? Right there. So you tab that into there. It doesn't tab very well, but it's kind of more of a guide than an actual tabbing in to keep it. So you bring that out. You can come all the way out to here if you want to. Generally, I like to leave it about like this. It's more of an examining bay, because then you can take your Titan and you can put them right here, and then up. Take this, flip it forward, and then examine your Titan Master. So you can bring that in and out. So, right. And then he has his super secret mode, which is a tank, and from what I've heard, it's not actually on the instructions, which I didn't get the instructions. So it's really easy to convert over to that mode. So basically, what you want to do is take these, rotate them around. All right. And once you have the legs rotated around, like this, then like that. Then there's another tab in right here. See that? And that's going to tab into the same spot that the other one did. So it goes like that. And then you have, we want to bring this back. You can kind of go like this. You want to take this portion, you bring it forward, and it extends that tread. And see, there's the other wheels. Like that. And then you take this panel, there's a silver panel right here, and you bring this up. And it looks like there's a place to peg them in, but that's not really a peg. That's not a, I don't know, like, I don't know, there's not an official way that you're supposed to put him in here. So, you know, I don't know if you're supposed to just put him like this. I don't exactly know, but he goes around here somewhere. So, oops, let's go ahead and bring that down so you can see it a little bit better. There you go. So this is his tank mode. Now, if you want to, you can take and put the gun right there, or you can put it on the side. I think you can put it on the side right here. So you have a couple of options. You can also tab it in like this, but like I said, there's not really a place to put him. You can tab him in right here if you wanted to, and he would stay. But that's about it. So to get him back into... And then something else that I noticed was that there's another plate here. You can bend this down, and I don't know what's that, what that's for. I don't know why you would bend that down. It doesn't really make sense to me because there's a peg in here. There's a tab, and can you move that? This panel, can you move this panel? Maybe like that? Maybe that's how it's supposed to be for transformation. I don't know. So let's go ahead and bring him back into his robot mode. So we'll go ahead and bring this down. Want to bring all this down. Bring this like this. Bring this down. And we'll take this, flip it back up underneath the legs. Bring out the feet. Clamp this back together. And we'll go ahead and bring the camera up. And we bring out the arms, rotate them around, bring them up about there. And then we'll push down that. And then we'll take this and slide this across. And I'll go ahead and flip out the fist. There's a little ridge right here that allows you to grab that with your nails. You can take Headmaster, and his Headmaster, his Titan Master is convex, so that's a very suiting name for a Titan Master. It's a type of lens, or a type of bend in a lens. So there's convex and concave. So a little bit of a science lesson for you. So you can take the gun and you can store it here on the back. I've seen pictures of it facing up like this, but I can't get it to stay because the handle's not long enough. I guess you could go like that. Or like this, I guess. It's probably how it was, but the only issue that I really have with this guy is he's a little back heavy and he likes to fall backward. So if you want to, you can take these and you can kind of flip this out and you can make these heels. They're not supposed to, but you can. So for articulation, come here to the head. And if you don't want to like have it on his shoulder, you can flip it around like this. You can have it kind of stored on his back. I guess if you wanted to, you can go like that, or whatever you want to do. You could even leave it like this, but that's how it is, like that. And then if you want it on his back, then you can go like this. I guess if you even wanted to also, because of this post right here, you could even tap it into one of his hands. Nope, maybe not. Thought maybe you could tap it into one of his hands, but it doesn't look like you can. Oh well, wishful thinking. Oh, and now it's on the floor. Okay. Okay, so for back to articulation. Here to the shoulder joints, we have a ball joint in here. We'll start off with the head. The head, once again, is a ball joint for the Titan Master. It's a little limited, but you do get side-to-side motion. You come here to the shoulder, you got a ball joint. So forward, back, out to the side. Then there is a little swivel here, and your elbow, and there's no twist or anything on the wrist. You come here to his hips. You got two different types of joints in here. So you got a forward, you got a back, and then you have an out to the side joint, and that's actually a ratcheted joint. You have your twist here. You have a weird thing here for transformation, and you have your knee. So that looks really funny. So I guess if you put that in, nope, it still goes all the way. So and then you can move the toe a little bit. So overall, I do appreciate this figure. This figure really strikes some points for the original G1. It really, I think they finally took it and enhanced what was done with the G1 figure. Maybe they could have done something with these, with the knobs on the side of his arms. But, at least they used paint, and they used a silver paint, and you have silver paint here. I know with the Generations figure, a lot of people were upset because they used chrome on there, and that in itself really bothered me. Because I know whenever they released figures for the Japanese side, whenever they released the Chug figures, and they released them in Japan with whatever label they were on, they usually had chrome, and everybody was all up on the chrome. I gotta have my chrome. And then the American version of Perceptor came out, and he had chrome, and people were bashing it because it had chrome, and it was really weird. I didn't really understand. So this one's not chrome. They use silver paint. There's some green paint here. There's some silver paint with the Autobot logo. We have paint here, paint here. Nice here, and then we have these nice little tampos right here, so you can. It's pretty cool. I like those. So, and with that, that'll go ahead and do it for this review of Perceptor. Don't forget to check out all my other videos. Like, subscribe. You can find me on Facebook. This has been Tambeyoda. I'll see you guys next time.